Hebrews chapter 13 tells us that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Many are playing over my word. Many are joking over my word. Many are thinking in their hearts that it is just a mere written letter, that there is no truth in it. Many, the enemy has deceived them already. The enemy has deceived them in their heart not to believe my word again. The enemy has deceived them by words that my word is history and it is ineffective. But tell them, and I'm telling you now, that I, the Lord, the maker, the creator of heaven and earth, before the foundation of the world, my word exists, and no man can edit my word. As it was from the beginning, so it is even now. As it was from the beginning, so it is even now. They must obey my word. As many that want to see life, as many that want to avoid the cry of had I known, as many that want to run when there is still time, they must obey my word. That's what God is saying. They must follow my word, and they must hear what I am saying. That's why I said, if you are a sheep of God, you must hear the word of God. God is saying, and they must hear what I am saying. I say, as many that want to avoid the cry of had I known, as many that want to avoid the cry of had I known, as many that must enter where? And want to enter my rest, must obey my word. Do you want to enter the rest of God? The rest of God being in the rapture, being with God. Being with God. He said, they must obey my word. They must follow my word and must hear what I am saying. They must hear what I am saying, and they must obey what they have read from there. They must follow it judiciously. God said, you must follow it judiciously. They follow it step by step and not miss any. That's what God is saying. You want to enter the rest of God? Say you must follow his word judiciously, step by step, not missing any. Not missing any. Say they must follow all. They must obey. And what I am saying now, they must hear it. You are hearing it now. God is saying, what I am saying now, they must hear it. If you are a sheep of God, you must hear and obey. He said, they must listen and hear. For if truly they know my voice, and they are my sheep, as I'm talking now, they will hear. John chapter 10, verse 27, where we read. So as I'm talking now, they will hear. They will know I am the one speaking. It's because they have mixed up with wolves. Mixed up with wolves. Wolves in sheep clothing that deceive the people. Wolves in sheep clothing that deceive the people. God said, wolves that are in sheep clothing, deceiving many, claiming that they are the good shepherd, not knowing they are wolves. And they have devoured many. They have devoured many. It's just very few that are running away from the voice of the stranger. If your pastor is a stranger, run away. If your pastor is a compromiser, run away quickly. If the man who claims to be your pastor, who claims to be a man of God, is compromising, run away. He's a liar. He's a wolf in sheep clothing. He's a deceiver. And when you follow him, you'll be destroyed. That's how God tells us and says, the voice of a stranger, they will not follow. The voice of a stranger, they will not follow. They are strangers. He said, just very few. Many of my sheep have scattered everywhere. They are confused because they have been attacked by wolves that came in sheep clothing. And now they are scattered everywhere, confused. They are not afraid for anyone that claims that I am a sheep. That is why they are scattered everywhere. See how they are scattered everywhere. Many have been wounded already. Many have been wounded. They are crawling already. Many have been wounded because there are many wolves now in the name of pastors. They are devouring so many. And again in sheep clothing. And they will not know until they fall victim. Tell them, I am telling you now. They should hear my voice. God said, hear his voice. John chapter 10, verses 25 to 28 tells us, my sheep hear my voice. God said, they should hear my voice and retrace their steps now before it's too late. Tell them, I'm telling you now. God is saying, if they will hear the last voice that is shouting, if they will hear this last voice and obey and come back to me, I, the Lord, will save them and amend their ways. If they will hear the voice that is calling them, if they will hear and obey, for many have been wounded already. Many are scattered. They are scattered because of the wolves that came in sheep clothing. The sheep did not know. For if they know, they would have run away since. They would have run away before it is too late. They did not know that there was in sheep clothing. They were deceived. The enemy deceived them with sweet mouth. So the enemy deceived them with sweet mouth. Have you seen? The enemy deceived them with lies. The enemy deceived them with lies. John chapter 8 verse 44 tells us, you are of your father the devil. The works of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and he abode not in the truth. When he speaketh a lie. Satan the devil. The servants of Satan the devil have devoured many, taking them away from God, deceiving people with lies. He said, they have deceived them with hypocrisy. Oh, God said they have deceived them. They have deceived them. They were deceived. And many are still being deceived, even now. But in the last day, many, they have been deceived in this last day. But God is saying, tell them, and I'm telling you, that the last voice is calling them. The last voice is calling you. God said, tell them, the last voice is calling them. Tell them, the voice of restoration, the last opportunity voice is calling them. God said, the last voice, the voice of restoration, the last opportunity voice is calling you now. They should come back. God said you should come back. They should retrace their steps. God said you should retrace your steps. And amend their ways. God said you should amend your ways before it will be too late. For very soon, many are going to cry, had I known. And when their time is over, then it is over. There will be no remedy again. No second chance again. And there will be no remedy again. God bless you.